All right, today we're going to be looking at some color pickers that you can add to your React app. And the library we're going to be using is called React Color. This is pretty much all you need to create any of these really good looking color pickers for your app. And it's also really easy to set up. All of these have the same kind of signature and usage in the app. So if you want to swap one out for the other, it's really easy. So we're going to demo how to use these in your app. First, you could see here, this is the npm install command. So just like any other library, you're going to install it with that command. And then this is how you import it into your React app. So you just put the element there and that renders. But it's not going to do anything unless you add these props in over here. So color and onChange complete. You need the onChange complete because that's going to prevent unnecessary updates. So once the user has chosen a new color, we set the state to that color.hex value, and then now we have that stored in our app to use wherever we want. All right, so I'm here in a default create React app code sandbox template. So if you go to code sandbox, you can create a blank React app pretty easily. So we're going to start by removing some of this boilerplate in our app and then replacing it with just a blank div. This is where we're going to put our color picker. So if we go over here to add dependency, you could see we can add react-color. Choose that. And then now we're going to look over here at the command to import that into the app. So we're going to close this here and then go back and choose that import command over here, and we're going to copy that. And so you could see the GitHub and Hue. These are the prefaces for the picker. So if you want to switch one out, you just change the word, the type of the picker. So sketch picker there. This would just be whatever picker you wanted to import. And then in here, this is where we render that. So we're just going to render the sketch picker in our app. So you could see right away we have a color picker initialized in our app, but we can't click on it or interact with it because we don't have the props hooked up. So we're going to go back to the React color documentation to this other example here. And we're just going to go and select the color and onChange complete props here. We're going to copy those in. And so now that breaks because we don't have those variables in our app. So we're just going to quickly fill those in. So the color, we're just going to put a string in here. And then the onChange complete, we're just going to put in a function. All right, so now we're going to import React hooks. And this is so that we could add this color to the stateful functionality inside of our app. So we're going to use the useState hook. So we're going to first initialize color and set color. And we're just going to use state and we're going to initialize to red. So you can see here, we're going to copy color into the color picker so that we're using the state variable and passing that into the sketch picker. And then we're going to use the set color handler here inside of the callback. The callback takes a color prop, and then inside the set color callback, we're going to use the color.hex. So you can see here, we use color.hex in this handler here, and then we store that on the app with the set state. So we're going to use React hooks for this. So the color is going to be given in that prop. We use color.hex to get that hex value, and we set that as the background. So here we're not using the color anywhere yet, but you can see now we could change the color picker's value. So the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to add a div to kind of visualize that color. So inside of this div, we're just going to set the style to have a color of the current color that we've saved. So this would change the text color of the div. So the style is the way to access the style off of the div. It's just kind of inline styling that. And you can see here, if we just type in hello, and then now you could see the hello world text changes with the color picker. So at this point, we're pretty much done. We're just going to enhance this example a little bit more so that you could see a fading color between two different color changes using CSS transitions. So we're going to set the background color of this div to be the current color. And then you could see now what we're going to do is just set a height to that. And then finally, we're going to add in that transition. So you can see right now we're still able to change the color. And then now we just add that transition property here to be ease all 500 milliseconds. So half a second, it's going to transition every time we change the color of that. So you can see now as I change the color, it's fading across. So that's really cool. All right, so with that, we're just going to demo one more thing, which is swapping out a color picker. So let's say we change our mind, we want a different color picker. We go back and we just change it to be photo picker. We copy that on top of the element, and just like that, we have a new color picker that we can play with. So not too sure about restyling all of that color picker, but you can play with that your own. You could look at the source code and you could change any of these. I'm sure there's more options to configure, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Please, give us a thumbs up or subscribe if you like this. Thanks.